Amidst our fast-paced life, we often overlook a crucial question: how strong is our relationship with the Quran? How much time and effort do we spend in reciting, studying and understanding this guide, granted to us by Allah to lead a successful and happy life?
It might be uncomfortable for many of us to compare the time we spend browsing the internet or social media accounts with the time we devote to the Book of Allah. Ponder and reflect on the following hadiths. It will inspire you to renew and deepen your relationship with the Quran. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "One who is proficient in reciting the Quran is associated with the noble, pious angel scribes. As for he who stammers when reciting the Quran and finds it difficult for him, he will be granted a double reward." Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The one who was devoted to the Quran will be told on the day of resurrection, 'Recite the Quran and ascend in ranks, as you used to recite when you were in the world. Your rank will be at the last verse you recite.'" Uthman ibn Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The best among you Muslims are those who learn the Quran and teach it." Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Whoever recites a letter of the Book of Allah will be credited with a good deed, and a good deed is multiplied into 10. I do not say that the word Alif Lam Mim is counted as one letter. Rather, Alif is one letter, Lam is one letter, and Mim is one letter. Abu Umama, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Recite the Quran, for it will come as an intercessor for its reciters on the day of resurrection." An-Nawas ibn Sam'an, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "On the day of resurrection, the Quran will be brought with its people, who acted according to it in this world. The surahs of Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran will be at the front, arguing on behalf of their devoted reciter, Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Whenever a group of people assemble in one of the houses of Allah, reciting the Book of Allah and studying it, tranquility descends upon them, mercy covers them, angels surround them, and Allah makes a mention of them among those who are with him." Abdullah ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "A person who has nothing of the Quran in his heart is like a ruined house." Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Keep refreshing your knowledge of the Quran, for I swear by the one in whose hand the soul of Muhammad is, it is more liable to escape from memory than camels do from their hobbles." Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Envy is not justified, but in case of two persons only. One who has been given knowledge of the Quran by Allah, and thus he recites it during the night and day, and a man who has been given wealth by Allah, so he spends it during the night and the day in ways that please Allah